honored to have you as our broadcast partner as tip-off begins, and St. Edwards will control the opening tip.
Your officials for today's game, Drew, Jeff Faulkner, Bill Carter, and Larry Johnson, the men in stripes today here in Tulsa.
Shakira Barnes headed at the top of the key, the leading scorer for St. Edwards as she makes a drive off the window. Rebound will be controlled by the Dust Devils, and they'll go the other way. You talked about history. Texas A&M International once again had a rough go of it, but they were able to make the tournament with just 2 conference wins this year. A lot of heart, you would have to think, for this Dust Devil team.
2-14 conference record, a 2-24 overall record this season, as there's a rebound for Keani Clark. This is a team that really defensively, Drew, when they're on this end of the floor, they've just got to kind of junk it up. They're going to throw a little bit of everything at you, box and 1, triangle and 2. They don't have enough depth to run man all day long.
Three-pointer on the way, no good.
So they'll throw a little bit of everything at the opposition today in St. Edwards. They're going to get a lot of different defensive looks.
Once again, there's Shakira Barnes, 5'6" senior from Snook, Texas, out of Blinn Junior College. Had a very good conference tournament last year and is the team's leading scorer in the regular season as A&M International controls it on the other side.
They just announced the all-conference teams today, did the Heartland Conference, and Shakira, a first-team all-conference selection, and no doubter.
Rosebrook Hunt with the 2-point jumper. It's up and it's in. First points of the game for A&M International. It's a 2-0 lead. Here's Barnes across the time stripe. You'll see Lexi Fothery in that corner. She'll be a player to watch over to the near side, and that's going to be Bailey Hill. She puts it up. She puts it in.
Abby Hopper knocking down the first made basket of the afternoon for St. Edwards and able to even it up here.
Here's Perez. Her friends call her Joe, so we're going to call her Joe. She'll get it to the inside, back out to Rosebrook Hunt. She's got the only points for A&M International, trying to make a drive. 2-point shot up on the way and in, and a nice presence underneath for Rosebrook Hunt, the 6-foot senior out of Bakersfield, California.
Averages 8 points and over 8 rebounds a game, Drew, and she's showing you a little bit of what Texas A&M International is able to do down on the low block with her.
2-point shot on the way. It's up and it's in. And we are back up to a tie ball game. And let's not get lost on the 1-8 matchup. The last time these two teams met, Corey, was a 34-31 affair.
Yeah, you've got to think that was a matchup that was at Texas A&M.
Three-pointer on the way.
It was at Texas A&M International, and they got the game the way they wanted it. Keep it low scoring, keep it ugly, keep it dirty, keep yourself in the game until the final minutes, and it was a one-possession game.
And as you talk about history, the first time that these two teams met, 2-point jumper on the way is no good. The first time these two teams met, whistling a foul. We'll get this out here in just a moment. First time these two teams met in the regular season, Lexi Fothery had 6 3-point shots and made them. It was the all-time 3-point scoring for St. Edwards in that first matchup, and you saw the foul there. Texas A&M International will control, still 4 up in the first quarter.
First personal foul called against Bailey Hill for the Hilltoppers. First foul for either team in the early going in this one.
Hannah Beatty controlled on the other side and now get it out to Alvarez. Inside, loses the basketball, and it'll go back to Abby Hopper. She'll push it out to Barnes across the time stripe. She's going to drive, and now Hopper with a 3-point basket try. It's off the iron and no good. Clark on the inside, whistling a foul.
Boy, Hopper really has just been open every trip down. She's kind of got this spot here at the left half of the top of the key, and they're just letting her have her shot. She's got all 4 points so far for St. Edwards.
Barnes' pass is intercepted by Beatty, who is the leading scorer for A&M International this year.
Beatty got the ball but stepped immediately on the out-of-bounds line. Nice effort, though, for the young lady from Brisbane, Australia.
Here's the inside pass. Driving in the paint, can't find it. There's Fothery for 3, and she drains it, and that's what we were talking about, that outside presence of Lexi Fothery. Missed the first 8 games of the regular season due to an injury, and she is making her presence felt in the early going, 7-4.
Her 29th made 3-pointer of the year, and that was just a nice, pure shot, an easy catch and release knocked down the first triple of the day.
And you also notice, too, that the St. Edward's defense trying to eliminate that inside shot. However, they're going to drive inside the paint, lose the basketball, and another turnover St. Edward's will control.
Hunt that time on the drive was going to get her shot, but she didn't bring the ball with her. Good defensive stop that time for the Hilltoppers.
Ellie Jolly has it, and now she'll get it to Hopper, and the shot is up and no good. As you mentioned, she's open once again there in that corner, and she's been open quite a bit here in the early going.
Now, I've got a friend back home in Springfield, Missouri that is a fan of the phrase hand down, man down, meaning you got to know where you are defensively, especially on the perimeter, and if you don't put a hand in a shooter like Abby Hopper's face, it's going to end up coming back to bite you, and that's why she's already got 4 of their 7 points.
And you have to think that the pace of this game so far favors A&M International. Not a whole lot of scoring early on. Shot up and no good, and Barnes on the rebound. I think Keani Clark got a hand on it, and now Barnes will drive. Just trying to set the offense up, and there's Jolly on the corner, inside to Clark. Two-pointer will not go. They've had some trouble on the inside so far.
Good rebound, though. Rosebrook Hunt getting position underneath. A little mismatch size-wise between her and Clark, but sometimes those rebounds are just about want to, not about who's taller.
Alvarez on the near side, closely guarded by Fothery. Will kick it out to Beatty. Just trying to find something here to get going. Two-point shot on the way from Hunt. It will not go. And the ball will stay with the Dust Devils.